Hello. Hope everyone's doing good today. If you're tuning in, if you're watching the VOD, all of that. Hello. I actually didn't fall asleep after work today, so I get to stream. That was the problem yesterday. I would have streamed, but I passed out and slept most of my night away. Um, let's see, news. My reaction channel is up and running. Those videos, at least for now, will be posted on Thursdays. My Odyssey reading, or my readings in general. Right now it's the Odyssey, book 17, will be posted on Wednesdays. So that should already be up on my main channel. Let's see. Not every time, but every now and then I do the quotes on here. If you're aware, I do a daily quote throughout the week. And sometimes I stream it. Tonight's, I think I'm going to stream. I have a lot of friends in the customer service industry. So this one hits a little bit close to home. And it's not even so much a quote as a elaboration of the longer version of the quote because it's misused a lot in today's climate. So everyone knows the saying that the customer is always right. Well, originally, it was the full quote is the customer is always right in matters of taste, which means that if a customer wants to buy a product, no matter if it's ugly or unfashionable or whatever, the business should sell it to them without judgment. It's their money, it's their choice. What that's evolved into is, and what it doesn't mean, is that the customers are not always factually right. And it's also not an excuse for abuse or to justify making unreasonable demands. And that's going to be clipped into a short because people need to hear that because people are entitled. All right, let's see here. Now that that's out of the way, um, I'm trying to figure out because I do have at least one song I want to do a reaction to. It's by a band I've heard a little bit of, but I know it's usually very deep content matter. So little PSA there. Um, Citizen Soldier. I've looked into them a little bit. I know the lead singer is a therapist, so it fits in my content under like the psychology umbrella. So yeah, I really want to check out the new song. I wasn't sure what I was going to react to tonight, but he released Citizen Soldier released a new song literally earlier today. So I'm going to stream that and then I'll post it up probably for next week. So yeah, give me 1 second and I'm going to set that up. Again, I'm as far as my reactions go, I am learning. It is a learning curve, but I'm working on it. Let's see here. Is that yeah, that should work. All right, let's check this out. And I will stop it and pause it as much as I can. I do want to hear it, but I know I'm supposed to give my input and thoughts and feelings on it. So we'll see if this is more their higher motivational ones or if this is more of just dealing with trauma. Again, PSA. Uh, Ooh, sad one. Ooh. Yeah, this one's gonna be on some deeper content. Subject matter. I want to replay that. That was one really prettily sung, but I think it's something we can all relate to. Mm. Look what it made me now. I've heard that concept covered in a couple songs. Um, I mean, it's true though. Like for everything, as long as you don't give up, but in not giving up, you're going against everybody else's expectations. You're not going to ever make everybody happy. So, who you are should only be viewed, and what you become through life's trouble should really only be objectified through your own perspective. There. That's words to live by. There's no growth in keeping the score. Because all keeping the score is doing is creating further comparisons. And forget who said it, but there's a quote about comparisons are like the root of suffering. Poof, the rawness. Hmm. That the way he just sang that gave me chills. Whew. I'm not different. I just embraced it. Yeah. If if I do this correctly, and I do continue to do reaction channels like I want to. I do plan on I want to go through his entire catalog because yeah, it's tough subject matter to face, but a lot of this stuff I think, and it's kind of the purpose behind the reaction channels. I think some of these songs people need to hear, and if I could do my part in spreading it a little further, but some people need these messages. Actually, one second. Ooh, he was about to do it again. I think it was. I want to hear him sing this part again. Mm. Oof. That's the point of resilience: is never staying down when you get knocked out. They get knocked down. Whew. Well, I hope I did okay by them. Um, Please, by all means, go check out Citizen Soldier. Like the song, subscribe. I've heard some songs by them, but I have never once been disappointed. And it's always heartfelt and very emotional. So, and not even emotional in like a negative way. Like they have some very uplifting songs too. So, thank you. Let me switch this over. Oops. I think we're gonna do a second one. So, bloop. Yeah. Hopefully this one's not as deep and emotional, but it is Nefx, so it's usually pretty high energy. All right, let's start this one. This is Nefx. All gas, no breaks. The same. Go like and subscribe. Follow his music too, because he allows his music to be copyright free, so it's never there should never be an issue. I say that, and I'm probably gonna get hit with something, but that's okay. Okay, so this is kind of typical for from what I found from Netflix. It's very much keep going, don't stop. It's kind of in a similar way to the song we just listened to. It just you get knocked down, get back up, and keep going because that's all you can do. I just want to make this life worth living. That's in a lot of people's perspective, that's the ultimate goal. I had a very similar conversation to this the other day, and someone was essentially explaining that they believe their purpose in life is to find happiness and peace. And I mean, went slightly philosophical on them and was just like, yes, but remember, peace and happiness are never the destination. If you seek peace and happiness as a destination, uh, you're never going to find it. But as far as like a freedom and independence, yes, a success, yes, those are. I would say those would be more so of a destination. I think that's what he's hitting on here. This one's fun. This is going on a playlist too. All right. Now that we have higher vibes, let's see. Let's get into the new game. Download a new game. I'm curious to see if I'm able to play it. Might be able to. The new game in question is Die in the Dungeon. Look like my type of gameplay. Just gotta set it up real quick. Make sure it's on the right screen. Yeah, if there's anybody watching the VOD of this later, comment down below what your favorite gamer subs flavor is. There we go. Alright. Die in the dungeon. New runs. See, select a character to equip the dark dice light skin to. Select baby Flyfant as a companion. Oh, I did. When I got this, I also did get the supporting pack, which is why I think I have the companion in the skin. Select Cinder to start a new run. Select very good. That's equipped. That's equipped. Alright, what's this? To unlock, when the boss battle without receiving damage. To unlock, reach the final battle on difficulty D1. To unlock, protect the body in area 2. Okay, what's my health? Hidden Ace. On odd turns, get +1 bonus, gain +1 energy every time you draw 15 dice. Bonus modifier, draw 1 dice from your draw pile. Okay, to unlock, complete a run with Cinder. Basic attack D6. Attack dice, deal 3 damage to the target enemy. Basic splash attack. Splash attack dice, deal 6 damage to the target enemy, and 3 damage to all non-target enemies. Block dice, gain +3 block. Basic glass, faulty heal dice +2. Faulty property can't be upgraded or be guaranteed more properties. Glass property can only be used once per fight. Basic boost d6. Boost, add +3 to the value of any dice 3 slots away. Okay, all these look like boosts. Sure. Ooh. Maybe not. Might have to wait for a new computer for this one. It seems laggy, or that's how it's supposed to be. Which I highly doubt, because that would be annoying. Loading. We shall see. Put the support gauge up there. Okay. Seems smooth. Welcome to Die in the Dungeon. My name is Instructor. I am stationed here at the entrance of the dungeon. Why? Well, I like to offer guidance to newcomers. If you prefer to be on your own, you can press your dedicated shut up button at any time. I get it, no hard feelings. Nice. Oh snap, an enemy. How convenient. Wait, let me prepare my tutorial voice. First things first, let's roll some dice from your draw pile into your hand. Okay. Okay, now grab your dice and place them on the board to use them. See, each color represents a different action in battle. Okay, so it does 2 there. His attack is 2, his health is 6. The basic actions are attack, block, and heal. You can hover over the dice to get the information. Try that with that one over there. A bit too worried, or a bit too overwhelming. Don't worry. Let's break it down from left to right. Here's the dice type. The type indicates the action the dice will do when used. Heal +2. Next are all the faces of the die can roll, including the active one. Finally, some dice have special properties that modify the way they work. Okay. But enough with theory, let's put some more dice on the board. Hold on, you just ran out of energy. That means you can't place any more dice on the board. The number of your hand indicates the amount of energy you can use per turn. Try hovering over the dice in your hand one more time to check their energy costs. Right there, the energy costs will vary depending on the dice shape, properties, and more. Some, like D4s, cost nothing at all. Try to move the dice back in your hand to recover energy. Well done. I think it's time you decide which dice you want to use this turn. Put dice you want to use on the board and finish, and press finish when ready. When the finish button is pressed, you will see the turn play out. Okay. Let's see. Okay, 1 energy, basic attack, block, heal. 1 energy, so attack, heal, block? Sure, let's try that for now. Finish. You alright? Sorry, I forgot to tell you, enemies will move after you. You can check the icons around the enemy's HP to know their intent, that is, their actions for the next turn. The sword icon indicates that the enemy is planning to attack, with a damage value of 2. Other icons can indicate block, heal, and more. But moving on, let's draw your dice into your hand one more time. Hold on, did you just roll a 0 on all your attack dice? That's some seriously bad luck. But wait, we can still fix this. See the purple dice over there? That's a new dice type. They're called boost dice. They can be used to make other dice stronger. Grab one and put it on the board just to see what happens. Okay. See that? Boost dice will target certain slots on the board. The value of boost dice indicates how many slots away they are from boosting. The same value will be added to the targeted dice. If you put dice in the purple indicators, they will get stronger. You know what to do next, right? Boost those zeros. Okay. Nice. See how the total value right below the dice just got higher? Combining dice together like that is the key to success. Okay, time to finish this. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? With the right combination, you can take out that enemy with a single blow. I mean, I could anyway, but yeah, let's blow it out of the water. Overkill. Yep. Well done. You are now ready to begin your journey into the dungeon. Before you start, get your rewards. Attack D4, deal 2 damage to the target enemy, gain 3 block. Let's do more damage. I don't know what double dip is though. Sure. Relic. Your first relic. Hidden Ace. On odd turns, get +1 bonus, gain +1 energy every time you draw 15 dice. Choose one new starting relic. Well, I think this is the only option I have, so. Oh. This is similar to Slay the Spire. Okay. Let's see here. Discard tile, unknown, forge, unknown. Elite, rest. Event. Shop, rest. Alright. Let's go here. Hey, slow down for a moment. This enemy is special. See that icon over there? Icons like that indicate the enemy has a modifier. Come on, let's hover over it. Modifiers can change the way enemies behave, they can modify their actions, the board, or even the way they need to be killed. Tangler Modifier applies the Tangled effect to one random slot on the board for each time they deal damage to the player. Tangled reduce by -1 the value of the dice on this board slot. Okay. When you encounter a new enemy, make sure to hover over it to learn a bit more about its behavior. Knowledge is power. Okay. Get some shield. Actually. Let's see here. This attack 6. Double dip. Oh, there's double dip's properties. On drawing this dice, draw 1 extra dice from your draw pile. So 15. What is this? Splash attack. Deal 4 damage to the target and to all non-target enemies. Looks like he's the only one. This is a 4. So if I do this. Sure. Alright, so lose adds 3 to the value of any dice. Yeah. Let's see here. Glass, block, heal, faulty. Heal +3. Glass property can only be used one per fight. Faulty property can be upgraded or granted more properties. All these only once per fight. Sure. Unknown tile. The ground suddenly breaks. After landing on what looks like some wooden planks, you see a short grasshopper giving you a mean look. Pay for the damages! Heal him. Obtain comfy couch relic. Grant glass property to one selected dice. Comfy couch. At the end of your turn, heal 1 HP if you receive no damage this turn. Gain 11 coins. Obtain Pacifist Dogma Curse. You receive -1 to all your attacks on turn 1. Sure, heal him. Comfy couch. At the end of your turn, heal 1 HP if you receive no damage. Why would you heal me? It's the shop that's all messed up. The shopkeeper grabs one of his potions and choose 1 dice from your deck to grant the glass property. Sure. Okay. Forge tile. What does this do? Learning on the go. Alright. Relics, deck. Modified dice. Redistribute the value of faces from one of your dice. For example, upgrade dice. Increase the value of faces from the basic tier. Okay, so I have 2 goals, so I can do either modify, and I can't do these, which Shiny Stone, boosted dice, gain +1 boost value, and the available target slots have dice on them. Bubbly Cement, every time you gain block, gain 3 additional. That'd be useful too. Free sample. Increase the value of basic tier dice. Sure. Wait, what? Modified dice faces. 6 points left to increase. Ooh. Sure. Not entirely sure if that's actually the right way of doing that, but okay. Sure, let's spin this. Go to here. If that's correct, I could be wrong. Alright, continue. Alright. Unknown. Let's go to battle. And then I can get to this rest point. Hello. How are you? Um, Not too bad. Just checking out this new game I just installed today. Did some had a worked earlier today. Then came home, started streaming, did a couple music reactions, and now I'm on to this. That's really cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I just jumped on. I was curious on what I wanted to stream today, and I saw this on Steam. I'm just like, oh, that looks like my kind of gameplay. Hmm. Soil Potion adds 1d6 extra value to one random slot on the board. Gives 2d4 block. Heal 1d6 HP for each enemy alive. Hmm. Let's go Soil Potion. Event title. You suddenly feel a chill down your spine. Your muscles tense, making it impossible to move. As you look to your right, you see a grotesque abomination. Try not to make a sound. Let's see. Grant hollow property to one selected dice. Reduce one energy cost. Grant heavy property to a selected dice. Heavy. After use, lock on the board and drop value. Drops in value for X. Let's try not to make a sound. Um, it depends. I might play something after this. I just started this not too long ago though, so I might play this for the rest of the stream. Reduces energy cost. The monster's going its own way without really acknowledging you. You feel empty inside, and it's not until some seconds later that you come back to your usual self. Rest tile. Redistribute. Let's see, choose a ward. Heal all HP. Redistribute the value of faces from one dice. Well, let's redistribute. I haven't done that yet. Let's see, what do I want to redistribute? Yeah, let's give that a shot. Treasure. How have you been? Has everything been okay on your end? Obtain 2 points. Get 1 new relic. Yay, new relic. Providential Vial. All dice you draw on turn 1 will roll its highest possible face value. Ooh, cool. Okay. Shop tile. Free sample. Grant the pack property to 1 dice. Pack. Gain +2 extra value for each die on the board with the same type. Each dice in the board. Okay. So we have 4. Let's see, what are our options? Minor block potion. Gain 2d4 of block. Might modifier. Attack dice gain extra value. Mighty potion gain 1d4 might. Clover potion gain 1d4 of lucky. Lucky. Reroll 1 dice from your hand. Grant the group property. Group gain 1 extra value for each dice on the board next to it. Grant the heavy property. After use, block on the board and drop in the value for X amount of turns. I think I'm good. Attack dice gain extra value. Keep them. go for strength. Or not. Alright, continue. Rest tile. I think I was at 17 health last I checked. Event tile. You encounter some sort of blacksmith station. It was abandoned in a hurry, so there might be something useful inside. Look for some dice, look for any survivors. Choose between 3 rare dice. Grant the pack property. Yeah, I did that one earlier. So I'm gonna choose between 3 random dice, or 3 rare dice. You find some dice on the blacksmith is working with. They seem in pretty good condition. Alright, let's see here. Retain. Won't be discarded from the hand if unused at the end of the turn. Poison. Flash property. Use immediately after placing it on the board. Poison. Apply 8 poison to the enemy target. Splash. Deal 8 damage to the target enemy and 4 around it. Boost adds 6 to the value of any. Okay. Let's do poison. One seems new. Alright, let's try an elite battle. Basic block, splash. Damn. That's right. Same type. Okay. Oof. Okay. 40. Okay. What's the roll? Any dice 5 slots away. Alright, so I know how I have to redistribute that one now. That makes more sense. Oof. No! Alright. Six times 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna survive this. I don't think. Oh, I did. I don't know how I did that. Alright. Ooh, now I have a choice. Let's see. Fancy corkscrew. At the end of your turn, gain 1 brewmaster, which is the sum to the final roll of a potion. Dice gain +1. Extra value for every dice with a face value of 0 on the board. Oh, I forgot I had potions. Terrain. Apply +3 boost to the slot it is used on. Glass property can only use once. Cannot be upgraded. That is a heal d6. Splash damage 4. Terrain. That's new. Soil potion. Boosted potion. Dice. Boosted dice gain boost value. Okay. Sure. Forge tile. Free sample. Increase the value of faces as a basic tier dice. Increase the value. contribute. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Let's see, 20 and 15. You do 4 damage. Need health. Okay, do this. Give me that. Okay. Hey, health. There we go. I haven't even used the potions I have. I'm gonna skip these. Alright. First tile. Alright. Looks like boss time. Small opening, attack dice. What is that? Scorpion Rider, equipped with paladin, tightly protected by its mount. It reciprocates with powerful defensive magic. Okay. Ah, that's what that means. Yeah, I don't want to waste that. So it's over here now. One dice away. Okay. No. Oops. Okay. Okay, what's this mean? Increase 2 times the value of the attack dice. Okay. So that takes 2. Attack. Sure. Oof. No. Ooh. Close. I don't have any health. Okay. I got this. This there. Splash. There. Should kill them both. So I got this. Right there. Yay! I got a new relic. Defeat Scorpion Rider. Defeat 2 enemies in a single turn. Alright. Mark of the Chosen One. If there is only one dice on the board, it gets ×3 to its face value. Dope. Red marker. Attack dice gain +4 extra value when your HP is less than half. Ooh. ×3 does sound good. Mark of the Chosen One, because Chosen, obviously. Okay, regen. Regen modifier recovers HP at the end of a turn. Basic. Hollower grants a hollow property to any dice 4 slots away until the end of the fight, which is only across the way. Dense property. Gain +3 extra value for each dice on the board. Dice energy cost is now 2. Puncture attack. Deals 7. Ooh, 14. To the enemy target after use, lose -2 of the extra value. That one sounds fun. I will be right back. Apologies. Alright, and I'm back. Let's see. Go Super Potion, deal 3d4 damage for each enemy killed after the obtaining this potion. Can I? Okay. Sure. Heal. Yes, please. Area 2, the Monarch Grove. Okay, what's this do? Weak spot. Place dice on these slots, reduce the attack value of the enemy. Attack value of the enemy. I have one energy left, so let's double 45, let's see here. Dice causes for each gain extra value for each dice on the board. Dice energy cost is now 2. Lose 2 extra value. I mean, okay. I'm not gonna question. One hit kill. Yay. Skip. I need more potions. Alright, discard tile. Discard tile. Unknown tile, even tile, rest. So, boom, 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 boom. Need rest, and tile. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Discard tile. Do, 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 do. Discard 1 dice. Skip. Let's use that. I don't want to. Remove all the properties from 1 dice. Nope. Okay. Now I know what that does. Voltage modifier. At the start of the turn, applies volt plus slot and volt minus slot, effective 2 random slots in the board. Ant dice. locked onto the board while enemy is alive. Bolt minus reduce the value of the dice on this board connected to reverse the effect. So I have to connect them? Spell down. Can do that. Okay. Whew. Took a chunk out of my health. Okay, let's see here. Two. No health. Okay. That's fine. There. Okay. That'll kill him. He's 14. Alright. Now, if I know what I'm doing, which probably don't. Actually, does this cost me anything? No. Choose there. No. Yes. Sure. 2, 1. Oh, okay. That's easy enough. Boop, boop. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Double dip. On drawing this dice, draw one extra dice from your draw pile. Mirror. Copy any dice 4 slots away. 3 block. Apply 2 poison. Ooh. On a block? That's nifty. I like mirror though. Mirror it is. Unknown tile. Do 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 do. Accurate kill. Deal exactly as much damage as the enemy's remaining HP. Resilient modifier. If killed with an accurate kill, grant +1 might. If not, grant 1 +1 weak. Okay. When killed, the actions of all enemies will be cancelled. Okay. Put that there. Put that there. As you wander through the dimly lit area, you discover a collection of colored crystals glowing in the distance. The dice in your bag react with a faint glint. Touch gold crystal, increase +2 to all faces from one selected silver dice. Touch fuchsia crystal, randomize all faces from one selected dice. Touch viridian crystal, select one dice, replace each face with its position. Okay. Sure. Shortly after your finger stops touching the crystal, all the lights begin to fade away. Without wasting a second, you rush to the exit, leaving the darkness behind. Increase your max HP by 3. Yes, please. Treasure tile. Obtain 7 coins. Okay. Whew. Excuse me. Get one new relic. Red marker. Attack dice. Gain 4 when your HP is less than half. Yes, please. Event tile. Entering an open area, you spot a fallen frog knight with 2 daggers lying beside it. As you prepare to pray for its soul, a distant but steadily approaching clicking sound catches your attention. Trigger elite battle or no reward. Protect the body. Clicky sounds. Bulwark modifier. Its attack value will be equal to its block value at the start of the turn. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Call it good. Copy any 4 dice slots. Okay. Oh. Oh. I see. Okay. Where's my energy cost? Deal 4 damage. 2 damage. Okay. Oof. Not good, not good, not good. Okay. Ew. I need more heal. It's okay. We'll work this out. So you here. He's still gonna do 4 damage. I can't get out of this. Okay. I'm unable to. Okay, that's fine. I died. That's okay. First round. Not bad. Not bad. Achieved. Defeat your first enemy. Blindfold of Rage relic unlocked. This relic is available in future runs. Attack dice reduce -1 of their energy cost and get +1 energy value. The target enemy can no longer be chosen. Okay. Achieved. Deal 20 damage or more in one hit. Reptilian Scales relic. At the beginning of the turn, deal damage equal to half your current block to the enemy. Defeat the Scorpion Rider. Forgotten Manifesto. Dice with all faces equal. Get +2 extra value. Defeat 2 enemies in a single turn. Bloody Fang. Each time you receive 3 or more unblocked damage, heal H2 HP. Fortify Potion. Roll 1d8 if 5 or more, gain Fortify or else 7 block. Fortify. Block stays at the end of your turn. Oh, that's cool. I didn't use any of those potions. Wow, I'm bad at this. Defeat a Roachville without an accurate kill. Medieval Scope. Accurate kills will heal you 2 HP and give you 3 block. Neat. Die for the first time. Verdant Potion. Apply 1d8 extra value to the 1d4 random slots on the board. You leveled up with Cinder. Sticky Tail Relic unlocked. Every time you draw dice using the draw button, draw an additional one. Cool. Alright. Restart run, quit to the title screen. Restart run. I think I'm going to go replenish my drink. I will be right back. I don't think I'm going to put it on the be right back screen, so I'm just kind of chilling here. I'll be right back. And I'm back. All right. Okay. Okay. Double dip. Heal. Glass, faulty, means I can't level it up, means I can only use it once per round. On drawing this dice, draw one extra dice from your draw pile. You know what? An extra heal wouldn't hurt. I learned that one. Okay. Unknown tile. Curiosity. Oh, doesn't work that. Works that way, though. It's good to know for later. Yeah. So if I put this here, put this here, well, it's overkill anyway. Retry. Once per turn, you can re-roll this dice at no cost. Heavy. Lock on the board and drop the value for X turns. Gain 3 block. I kind of like the double attack. You start hearing a tingling sound, getting closer. A tiny glowing creature seems to have taken a liking to you. Is there something you wish for, adventurer? I wish to be stronger. Choose between 2 offensive relics. I wish to be safer. Choose between 2 defensive relics. I wish for nothing. Grant growth property to one selected dice. After use, gain 1 extra value. Well, that's cool. That sounds promising. Let's do that. Aw, don't be like that. Let me at least give you this little thing. And... yeah, let's try that. Forge tile. Free sample. Increase the value of faces from basic tier dice. Yeah, because that looks like good math. Hmm? Sure. Event tile. Oh, it's this one again. You suddenly feel a chill down your spine. Your muscles tense, making it impossible to move. You look to your right and you see this grotesque abomination. Try not to make a sound. And hollow property. Yeah, that one. The monster is going on its own way without really acknowledging you. You feel empty inside. It's not until some seconds later that you come back to your usual self. Cool. Battle. 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 Do 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 do. Battle. All right. Let's see here. We have presence modifier while alive keeps the ant dice on the board. When killed, deals 3 damage to the player. Rude. And then nothing. Okay. Well, I have no attack. There we go. Better. Okay. Hmm. Terrain can come in useful. You encounter some sort of blacksmith station. It was abandoned in a hurry, so there might be something useful inside. Flash property. Choose between 3 rare dice. I don't need to heal. Let's look for some. You find some dice at the blacksmith I was working with. They seem in pretty good condition. All right. Near. Retain. Won't be discarded from the hand if unused. Prism. Gravity. I have to use lock on the board. Drop 1 slot per turn. When it drops out of the board, it goes back into the hand. Prism. Target with your other dice to extend their effects 8 slots away. Here. Let's go here. New relic. Leathered case. Dice get +1 value every time they reroll. Nice. Okay. Okay, so which direction do I go? 2 elites that way, or just 2 normal battles. I'm going 2 normal battles. I don't know if I can survive 2 elites. Alright. Grant the toxic property to 1 dice. On use, apply 2 poison to an enemy. That seems like fun. It'll work. Grant the grow property on 1 dice. After use, gain 1 extra value. Grant the pack property. Boost soul potion, gain block, boosted, boost modifier. Grow property. Boop. Okay. I made myself poor. Unknown time. Let's go. Do. As you walk through the dungeon, you notice your feet getting stuck on the floor. Thick spiderwebs are blocking your way forward. Slash through the webs. If you roll 6 or more, gain 7 coins. If you roll less than 6, lose 4 coins. Brute force your way out. If you roll 6 or more, obtain Determination Juice Relic. Once per turn, the first dice you place on the board will be re-rolled to the tile highest possible phase. If you roll less than 6, obtain Cobweb Boots Curse. I don't know what the curse is, though. Brute force your way through. Yay! Laboriously, you make it to the other side of the room by pure determination. As you finally reach the door, you find something stuck to one of your feet. Determination juice. Once per turn, the first dice you play on the board will be re-rolled to its highest possible face value. Thanks. Okay, what do you got? Copycat modifier. The actions of this enemy are based on the dice you use this turn. Gross. Okay, as long as he's alive, that'll be there. No attack. Mirror. Okay. I need more attack. There we go. Much better. Mimic, Tangled, nothing. Alright, so we can do this here. Oh, it rerolled itself. 1 second. There we go. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, that'll work. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. Okay, we do that. Oop, nope. There we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. Ooh, terrain. Block d6. Boost to a 4. Let's do terrain. Event, rest. Yeah. Forge. Resample. Let's do one where it's all the way across. Okay. We'll do it again. 2. Okay. Event. A tall, ornate statue shows a warrior from the past, handing out a dull and rusty blade. You notice 3 openings in its body, as if you were meant to pierce the blade into one of them. Pierce the heart. Crimson Blade Relic. Attack dice gives 4 extra value. If you take 2 damage, you take 2 damage at the end of the turn. Frozen Knife. Block dice get 2 damage. Heal dice get 1 extra value. Pierce the stomach. Attack dice get +2 extra value, and heal dice get -1 extra value. I don't like any of these really. Well, this one I take damage, so I'll need to heal more often. 4 extra versus 2 versus 2. Okay. Crimson Blade. You pierce the heart, blood overflows from the opening, soaking both the blade and your hand. Rest tile. Heal. As we go into battle with the boss. With the boss. I will be right back before this starts. Alright, let's see here. 2. Gonna roll to 3, which means I have to go this way. you. Exactly what I wanted. Uh-oh. Yay! New relic. Star Yo-Yo. Any excess damage will also be dealt to the next enemy. Reptilian scales at the end of the next turn. Deal damage equal to half your current block to the target enemy. Hmm. Excess damage. Basic area attack. Area attack. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Regen. Silver loaded. What does loaded mean? On a reroll, gain +2 extra value. Plus, I kind of like the deal 3 to all enemies. That could be useful. Blue Soul Super Potion. Gain 3 2d4 block for each enemy alive. Apply 2d4 extra value to all slots on the board. Sure. Heal. Monarch's Grove. I know a monarch. Okay, what's this do again? Weak spot. Dice placed on these slots reduce the attack value of the enemy. So if I do this. 13, 15. And if I do this. 15. 43. Actually, don't matter. I do want to one-hit kill this guy. So what I'm going to do is do that. 49. Looks good to me. Health potion. 1d8. 2d8. Yeah, sure. That'll be useful. Event. So if I go that route. Do this. Elite, rest. Unknown. Boom, boom. Actually, I'll do that. Okay. Let's go. Voltage modifier. 2 random slots. Okay. And this sedentary modifier while this enemy is alive. And new board slot will be playable. Okay. Hello. Okay. So I'll use 2 of these then. It's a splash, right? There. There. Oof. Oof. Bad news bears. Okay. Now, this. That'll do 9. 15. Both of them. Cost me anything this does. Okay. Oop, and I'm dead. Well, I was going to cut it off in 30 minutes or 25 minutes anyway, so looks like this is going to be where I'm going to stop for this evening. Let's see what I unlocked. If anything. Did I unlock anything? Nope. I did not unlock anything. Go to title screen. It went full screen. Okay. Oh, look, I have multiple profiles down here. Nice. Alright. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in who decided to. If you're watching the VOD of this, thanks for checking it out. Like, subscribe, comment, all the things. Follow on Twitch. Or, yeah, just tune in more on Twitch. I need a more consistent viewership to get my affiliation. Besides that, over on YouTube, I have 3 channels going right now. If you want more philosophy, psychology, metaphysical type of content, check out my main channel at Graeyvt. Right now, I'm also reading the Odyssey, and those chapters are being released on Wednesdays. Um, as for like earlier in the stream, I streamed I reacted to two music videos, so I have a reaction channel that has one song on it now. Another is being released tomorrow, and then those two I'll probably release next week. The two I did earlier today, and then the VOD channel. So I have three different channels there, plus Twitch. My main channel also I have daily shorts that are quote related. So also the quote I did earlier today will be a short probably next week. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed the stream, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Um, for the two artists I listened to earlier today, or I listened to earlier today, between Netflix and Citizen Soldier, go check them out. Um, I want to do more music like that, mostly because it helps them. Um, and I'm all about supporting artists. So, yeah, I believe that's everything. So, if you need anything, reach out. Not, have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow. I should be streaming probably about the same time, so I'm assuming. I know originally I was streaming around 5, but that's like right after work, and that didn't give me much time to like eat. So I'll probably stream close to like 6:30 after I make dinner for myself and everything. All right. Well, have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.